screen. Good evening, Mr. Bennett. Whoops.
Mute me. Unmuted.
There you go. How are you tonight?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
I'm enjoying a very gentle spring.
Yes, yes.
Not too much mud, pretty good weather, a little chilly sometimes, but
Yeah, that's okay.
hey, it's our spring, right?
That's right. Jane, I see that you have joined, and I'm just curious if you could state if you want to unmute and state what your purpose is on the call, that would be great.
Hi, hi Barbara. Yes, I'm just a resident of Jackson, and I'm curious to just listen in. That's it.
Perfect.
No particular interest. I just feel that active participation is important.
We really appreciate you joining in then. Thank you so much. If while we're on the call, if there is any reason for public comment and you wish to either use the raise your hand on Zoom or just raise your hand like this, and I'll notify
Okay.
you, or you can chat questions. That's perfectly fine as well. Otherwise,
Lovely. Thank you.
of course. Otherwise, we usually just keep people on mute and away we go.
Okay. I'm probably going to switch my video off again if that's
Absolutely
all right.
perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's good to meet you though. Thank you.
And you. I hope we'll meet in the flesh at some point.
I'm sure we will. Thanks.
Thank you.
Sarah, you're welcome. And Sarah, hi, I see you're on tonight too. And Will, you are available, and I see you, Julie. Hello.
Oops. Hello.
Is Julie Hoyt with us tonight?
Not yet.
I don't think. No, I don't think she's able to join tonight.
Okay.
Hi, Hank.
Oh, and how about Kevin Bennett? Do we have him today?
He's not on yet. Julie, do you know if he's going to join?
I haven't heard either way.
Okay.
All right, just curious.
Good afternoon, Mr. Allen. Hi, John.
Hello? Oh,
Hello.
there you are.
Hi, John.
Hey, how are ya?
Very well.
How's
How
the
you
weather
doing?
where you are, Nick?
You playing golf yet?
Actually, I just played a little bit last night indoor up at Christmas Mountain. It was a lot of fun.
Great.
Nice.
a way to get an early start.
Yeah, well, they just started doing that thing with up there this year. It was video, full
Yep.
swing golf. It's a lot of fun.
Well, my clock says 5 o'clock, so I would like to open the regular meeting of the Jackson Select Board for April 26, 2021. The first thing on our agenda is to approve the minutes of the last meeting of March 23rd.
There
make a
is,
motion.
there is one correction on that. Helen Wasco filled the opening on the Library Board of Trustees, but she is not stepping into the role of chair. She is just joining on as a elected position on the Board of Trustees.
So have they picked a chairman?
I thought that maybe it was going to be Linda Terry, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I was just curious, wanted to thank whoever, but we'll make that correction. Any other corrections to the March 23rd meeting?
That's it.
I have none.
Well, then I think we should approve them.
I will make a motion to approve those minutes with that correction we just stated.
And I will second.
John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes.
And Dick, just Kevin Bennett is on the phone now, is on the call now as well.
All right, hi, Kevin. So our next agenda item is the land use change tax memorandum. I don't know if John, have you had a chance to look at that? And Barbara, have you?
Yes,
I have not. I have not.
Well, it's from Jason Call. I've never had a problem with his figures. His math is, and he backs it up very well. And I think that we can go ahead and accept his figures for this land use change.
I'll make a motion to approve the land use change for lot V08-222.
I will second.
Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett?
to-
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's
I have to
right.
tell you, this was interesting timing because we had a conversation the other night about land use trust just around the dinner table and how they become taxed once they come back in. So is this the way all properties are valued and then the land use change tax is 10% of the value?
Yes, we captured evaluation. While it's been in current use, it has had, reduced taxes.
Right.
But now that it is back into the, mainstream,
Mhm.
then they go back to the assessed value for their tax base.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that additional education.
Well, it's still been an advantage for whoever going along, and now I think 10% is not exorbitant, and
Mhm.
now it's back in full use, so still a pretty good deal. Okay, and excuse me. We would, let's see, Kevin is here.
Mhm.
Maybe he would speak to building code amendments. I think we discussed them. It was for what? Oh, for a small structures under 200 square feet, like for like replacements within a residence. And Kevin, you're there? But he's muted.
Yeah, you're not muted, Kevin. Go ahead. Well, for some reason, it says you're not muted, but we can't hear you.
Okay, I'll try to fill in until he can get on. Anyway, let's see. Building code amendments. Okay, a 10 by 20 or 200 square foot shed has to be freestanding. Could be, you know, a kid's playhouse, a storage shed, something like that. Does not need a building permit. Fences not over 7 feet, was 6 feet, but now it's 7. Water tanks supported directly on the ground if the capacity does not exceed 5,000 gallons and the ratio of height to diameter or width does not exceed 2:1. So in other words, it can't be skinny and tall. They would rather it was short and squat. Kevin, are you there now? No? Painting, wallpapering, tiling, floor coverings, trim, cabinetry, countertops, movable cases, counters, and similar finish work. Does not need an application. Appliances, including repairs and replacements of minor parts that do not alter the equipment or make it unsafe. Like for like replacement of electrical or plumbing fixtures that do not require any further rough-in, and non-structural siding, like for like, and replacement. And I'm not quite sure where we stand on the roofing. Whether a roof can be replaced if the old shingles are stripped or whatever roofing is stripped off and a new roof put on. I know that one of the problems is when you start building up layers of shingles, it gets beyond the weight limits of the framing structure.
Can you hear me now at all?
Ken,
Oh, you can. All right. I figured it out.
Yeah,
This is my white computer. That's why.
oh, you just wanted me to read all that.
I did, right.
Okay.
No, the thing about the shingles too, also, there's a thing in the energy code, and it's really got to do with a lot of chalets and post and beam structures where, you know, many years ago, they never met the energy requirements. But now it's when you strip a roof and you have the opportunity to put more insulation, the wording is you shall insulate up to the current energy code. So that was one of the issues. And that's why it, you know, like I said, there's 2 chapters on roofing in the building code, and a lot of it's got to do with shingles. And as you, and it's funny, just the other day, traveling around town, I noticed a lot more shingles just lying around from all these windstorms we've had. So there will be a lot of roofing repairs going on too.
And some metal roofs have healed up.
Yep, metal roofs panels have disappeared. Yep. So that's why, you know, it's good for me to go out and inspect and stuff. And actually a permit just came in and I did call. It's they're doing a recover and it's 1 layer, which isn't the best thing, but it is allowed in the building code.
Okay, well, I think we should take a vote on amending the building code with Kevin's suggestions. to
I will
keep
make,
us up to date.
I'll make a motion to approve the building code for the amendments as written and read into the minutes.
And I will second.
Okay,
I do
moved
have a,
and-
no,
Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
John, how do you vote?
I had a question first, I'm sorry,
Sure.
for Kevin.
Sure.
In something like where we had all these windstorms and, you know, a couple of shingles fly off or somebody loses a piece of metal, does that constitute going into the whole building code and having to update the entire installation process, or is that just a eye for an eye type of swap where it wouldn't be necessary?
No, that's just a simple repair. I wouldn't even, if you're missing a couple ridge caps or, a small section, it's not even worth getting a building permit. No, it's when they go to do the whole roof or a
Okay,
major
okay.
section of it, but just for repairs, no.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So I vote
Yeah.
yes on that.
Sarah, did you have a question on this building code?
Yes. Will this be going into the e-news so that people can see this, or is this something that can go into the June tax bill so people know this is a new procedure?
It will
Possibly.
go in, it will go into the e-news through the minutes, and I've already sent a note to Will that I will send him the copy of this amendment, so it will be in the e-news.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, it's been moved and seconded. Barbara voted. John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes. Richard Bennett, yes. Okay, then we have from Burr Phillips. We have, wording to put in to clarify for driveways. Let's see, the first one is the zoning area says that if a proposed the well radius. If a proposed well radius, typically 75 feet from the well, can't fit entirely on the lot, then the applicant shall release the town from liability and shall provide an easement where the well radius drapes onto the abutter property. To be consistent with New Hampshire DES, I suggest that the town A, clarify that the release be recorded at the Carroll County Registry of Deeds, and B, change the words and to or. That makes it, you either get the release from the neighbor or register the release at Carroll County. This is how the regulation has been applied. And in reality, since abutters aren't always willing to grant an easement. Excuse me. So that's the first part. Why don't we vote on that? I don't want to jump too far ahead. I think we could do them both, but why don't we see if that's an acceptable addition to our zoning ordinance?
I don't see a problem with it. I'll make a motion to approve that change from Burr.
I will second.
Moved and seconded. Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes. The second part from Burr is I also suggest the town's driveway policy online should say that all new or altered driveways shall comply with the driveway standards contained in the town's road design and construction standards, the latest edition whatever the latest edition is. And this is what we have been applying. So I think we should vote on that also.
I'll make a motion to approve that driveway zoning ordinance change.
And I'll second.
Moved and seconded. John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes. All right, then we have a withdrawal from the trust funds. Dear trustees, the Board of Selectmen are requesting the following withdrawal from the trust funds as indicated below. $1,284 from the Bridge Repair Expendable Trust Fund 0034 delivery ticket 102316 dated 3/29/21 Phoenix Precast Products. There was a problem at the Dundee Bridge. One side fell into the stream. And these are Jersey barriers that were put in place to hopefully keep people out of the stream. I think I would entertain a motion to approve this withdrawal.
I'll make a motion to approve that withdrawal for the trustee of the trust funds.
I will second that.
Moved and seconded. Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes. I would also like to, on that same bridge subject, the bridge needs some, other than this little wall, it's a stone wall, very picturesque.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Dick, you're fading in and out there.
That we just do out of our
Okay, Dick,
bridge
you might want to start from the beginning as we lost you there.
uh-oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So the bridge needs some other work other than this little knee wall that fell into the water. The underpinnings are starting to, deteriorate. They're not imminent. There's nothing wrong, but maybe we should think about looking at having a concrete contractor come in before we have a mason come in order to do the underpinnings and kind of the concrete work, form work that has to be done, and then try to locate a mason that only has to think about replacing the stone wall. So that's just a thought. I'll continue to talk to Patrick about it, and I'll keep you all informed, and we'll see where it goes.
Sounds good.
Okay, now we have a discussion of Green Hill Road speed limits.
So I'll talk about that. Sarah Clemens had brought this up at a previous meeting last month. And it's a topic that has been raised in the past quite a bit. Back just before COVID hit, there was going to be an engineering study done on Green Hill Road. And because of COVID, that was sort of pushed to the wayside for now. So Sarah and I spoke on the phone, and she provided me with information that she had gotten from the DOT. So I shared that with the office. And Sarah, I appreciate all of the work that you did talking to the DOT, et cetera, and got some good information. What we'll do from here is talk to Chief Curley about what steps are next, so we can get this back on the agenda to do. And it might end up actually back in your court, Sarah, because I believe that back when we talked about doing the engineering study, it was something that you were going to bring up with Anita Burrows in the past. So again, this is just resurfacing. So that's why it's sort of labeled a speed limit discussion right now. We'll bring it back up. We'll figure out what we need to do to get the engineering study back going and talk to Chief Curley about that, as well as Pat. The important thing that I think that Sarah brought to my attention, which was news to me, was that the selectmen do have the right to change a speed limit, but you do have to have an engineering study or some type of documentation and data that says why the speed limit should be changed and what the benefit would be. And then, of course, once the speed limit is changed, how do we enforce it, et cetera, but that's much farther down the road. So that's what I wanted to say as far as this. It's a newly re-raised topic, I guess. And so I don't have much other information other than thank you for sharing the detailed research that you did, Sarah, and we'll keep it on top of our mind to resurface it.
Okay. I think that'll go. Somebody want to speak?
Nope.
Okay. So that will go forward. We'll see what we can do about the study with DOT and go from there. Hope there's not another pandemic.
Me too.
All right, the next item, I believe, are short-term rental. Let's see. I can't get that. Okay, we have, let's see, we have Wolf at 10A Georgia Lane. And they have a building permit with work in progress to do the egress windows. And I think that we can safely approve their application.
I'll make a motion to approve the Wolf short-term rental at 10A Georgia Lane.
I will second.
Moved and seconded. Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes. And then we have Scola at 11 Hemlock Hill Road. Has a updated to a 3-bedroom, sleeps 8. That would be, their ad was updated. So it is now acceptable. I think we can approve that.
And I'll make a motion to approve. Oh, go ahead, John.
Oh, go ahead. You're right.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve 11 Hemlock Hill Road for Scola.
I will second.
Thank you.
Moved and seconded. Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes. Okay, French has their first violation notice or no permit. There's been no response. So I think we just wait and see. I don't know, how many days do you give them? This is like a 30, 60, 90 day. You send a notice after 30 days, you send a notice after 60 days.
I believe that's what it is. Julie, do you recall or?
Yeah, I'd have to look back at what the time frame was.
Well, whatever it is, we'll try to figure it out and send them along. Same with Solkowski at 18 Spring Street. A violation notice was sent. Was no permit and a parking issue. There's been no response, so we'll wait whatever the time period is and send another notice. And then I just had a quick one. I don't have the address. It was Longley, had changed their advertising to conform, but now they have gone back to an old ad. They're advertising a 4-bedroom. They have a 3-bedroom septic. So I think we're going to have to send them a letter and tell them to clean up their second ad and keep it the same, because we are going to keep watching them.
Right.
I mean, that we changed it so we got our approval, and then we go back to the disapproved ad. I mean, I just, well, anyway.
Amazing.
I
Yeah,
think
so
we'll
we're
better
gonna
have-
send, yeah, we'll send them a communication that says they need to be consistent on all ads in order to alleviate any penalties being assessed.
Okay, let's take a vote on that so that there's no question where we stand.
I will make a motion to contact the Longleys to make sure that their advertisements are consistent with their septic to avoid any penalties.
I will second that.
Moved and seconded. Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes. Okay, and then I think that's it for short-term rentals for today.
Mhm.
And we can move on to building and driveway permits, which are all listed. And will be listed. Kevin, you didn't have any issues with any of these permits, did you? I mean, a solar
Getting the
collector.
thumbs up, so.
All right, so that's a, for our information. Approved driveway permits is not applicable. Or upcoming meetings. The next meeting will be Tuesday, April 27th at 3:30 via Zoom. Then Tuesday, May 11th is town meeting voting by the Whitney Center out back. And then Saturday, May 15th will be the town meeting deliberative session. Okay, location was changed, but it's back to the Whitney, and I think we have a tent on order, and we will be able to accomplish that meeting. And then the next meeting after that is Tuesday, May 25th at 3:30 via Zoom. Any public comments?
I don't see anyone, Dick.
Well, you know what that means.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Oh, John, I let you wait there and then you didn't pipe in, so.
I was.
It was asleep.
Sorry.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
All right. I will second that.
Moved and seconded. Barbara, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
John, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Bennett, yes. Barbara, have a good time.
Thank you,
Sure.
I will. I appreciate you changing the meeting for me.
No,
Oh,
that's all right.
our pleasure. Our pleasure.
All right, take care, everyone.
You too. Bye.